Hello, I hope you had a good day today, and I hope you're gonna have a great evening later. Or now anyway. And I'm back with yet another, you guessed it, a movie review, and I am obsessed with doing these movie reviews. I love them. Now I know I'm not getting that many people coming in, but it's good to keep a note what movies I've seen and I haven't seen. It makes me remember that I could forget that I even watched that movie, and I go back and be, I've sort of spoken about that movie before. I know I did some movies on TikTok, which I should have really put all the movie reviews on here. I just saved that TikTok for entertaining videos. But it doesn't matter. At least all of you know what movies I've seen and I haven't seen. And there's movies I've seen I haven't put up on there because there might be movies I've seen from years ago, like more years than I can remember, more than what I can remember, to be honest. And this movie that I just saw, it kind of disappointed me. I kind of thought there'd be a lot more in it. It's called Dwellers, and it is a found footage horror. If you know me, and if you know how many times I spoke about it, I love found footage movies. It's just a video camera. The first person sort of adds to the scares because it's almost like you're there, you're that camera at least. It's just first person. It's like you're walking around and somebody startles you. You go boo. It's different compared to the other type of horror where it's just all special effects and stuff. But I've seen better found footage movies than these, and this is very disappointing. This movie, I thought it was gonna be a lot more exciting and fun than I thought. And this is a hard rating for me to give. There's only two numbers I can give it. I'm trying to I'm torn between. And it's basically about this group of guys. I think there's like three of them, three or four, three, and then the main guy is Drew and whatnot. They go out and they do document homeless people, and apparently they talk about the sewers and some creatures living there or something like that. And so they call it interrogation, and one of the guys survives and all that stuff. You gotta be careful with my videos because I could give out spoilers. I mean, I don't mind giving out spoilers to this movie because this movie ain't as exciting. You can watch it for yourself. I dare to watch it. And it's like some parts of it was good acting, and then some parts of it was just dull. It's almost like they were just talking normally. Like they didn't really act the part, but the seriousness they had it. They had some good form of acting. This is why I'm a bit torn. And it is a below average movie. They did some good parts of acting. They did show the creature like two or three times, but they didn't show it as often as I thought. They could have added more excitement. They could have added more tension. They could have added more thrills. They could have had the creature just chasing them for a long period of time. That's what they miss in this movie. And this is like other movies. I spoke about Rata and Territory, where I said those movies should have and could have been better. Like the woman in Rata she acted well. It was an interesting movie. That's why I gave it the rating that I did. I can't remember what rating it was. The end part was the only part we got to see the enemy. I just want to have a part two. But in this movie here, we did get to see a glimpse of the creature's face, but I don't know how to make out of it. I don't know what to make of it really. It was kind of like a bit silly towards it, got a bit tedious. And yeah, the acting could have and should have been better in this one. I think there could have been improvement in this. It would have been a better movie if they did some improvements. I must. It's not an awful terrible movie. They had some quality. They had some good moments of acting, which is why I'm torn. It's the rating on torn between is either 3 or 4. Now, the parts I just described there, you think I'll give it an average? It was kind of average, but it was just below average. And it's kind of tough for me to say because it wasn't a terrible movie. I can't remember what I gave Rata, but 3 and 4 is kind of the same kind of scoreline. But score rating more like it's not football. It's kind of like the same rating, but it's just one number is less than the other. It's very tough because when you watch a movie like this, it's like what do you give it? Now, I don't know what I gave my other movies like this. I know what ratings I gave. I probably gave it 3 or 4. 4 and 5 is just about the same in my opinion in terms of averageness. It's definitely below average, but at the same time, it's kind of there's some good parts of it. It's quite silly. There wasn't really much happening apart from the last. There really wasn't much excitement in the movie. That's why it's a below average. They did have some excitement. They had a scene of the creature chasing them for a long period of time through the sewers somewhere. I would have given it a 5 because they had something in there. That's some excitement, which makes it a bit average. Some parts of it, they could have made it average, with creatures and stuff like that. That would have been average. That had a bit more excitement. So I might give this. I'm gonna risk giving this a rating because this is tough for me. I'm going to risk giving this a 3 out of 10 because I feel like it's just below average. The acting was a bit tedious, but tiny bit okay here and there. But it's not really that good of a movie, so it is definitely below average. There are movies where just average looking, which could have been better. But this one should have been better, really, in my opinion. But it didn't have enough for me to go by. I think Rata was below 5. I'm pretty sure Territory is below 5. I'm pretty sure. If not, just correct me on that one. But I couldn't get. It's not above average. It's not really that good of a movie. So yeah, a 3 you would think is about right. A 4 would have been generous, but 3, I think between 3. I'll give it a 3 for now, but I might end up changing it because it's tough to rate this movie because it was a bit silly though. There was 1 or 2 parts of good acting, but it's like that's not nowhere near average. If they had parts of it where they had the creature chase them, they went to sewage straight away. I would have given it a 5 if they had a lot more of the creature showing. They had a lot more excitement, a bit more scares. It doesn't like a jump scare movie. I can't understand why they didn't include that. It had a bit more, you know, action involved in it. I would have given it a 5. It had 2 or 3 parts of, of brutal kills and whatnot. I would have given it a 5. But since they didn't add any of those elements into it, and they consider it should have improved on this one, it's a 3. But it's a 3 out of 10 that has potential. Don't forget, below average movies has potential. Some of them do have potential to become better movies than they look. So this is a hard decision. I like movies in that sense. Yeah, they're difficult too. So if you enjoyed this video, please give a like if you want. Comment below. Share with everyone you know. Subscribe and hit the bell notification below. And I will see you in the next video.